Hi, this is Molly Moynihan from theteachersway.com. I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the tools that I've used as a writer over the years. Some of it is just plain reading books, other writers' books, and some of them are actual writing manuals, books on writing fiction, theories about novel writing, ways of teaching writing that have been really helpful. And one of the books that I'd like to talk about today is one that is very well used, beaten up. I need a new copy. And it is Janet Burroway's really excellent writing fiction, A Guide to Narrative Craft. When I first started writing, I don't think I ever read any book about writing or how to write. It was kind of in my DNA. My father was a writer. I read a ton as a kid. But when I started to teach after getting my master's in creative writing, I felt like I needed to understand better this process so I could communicate to my students. And it improved my own writing. Writing fiction is basically covers everything. It's full of really good stories, and then Janet Burroway analyzes what they did and makes suggestions about exercises. There's also a couple of really stunning, in my opinion, ways of explaining something that would seem hard to understand. Recently I got a comment on my website saying that writing can't be taught. That was the essential part of the comment. And I don't believe that. I believe that writing can be taught. Whether you're going to develop into the kind of writer that will get published or that you'll want to do that, those are different questions. But I think there's a way to improve the quality of fiction writing, nonfiction writing, memoir writing, essay writing, to a point where the writing is very strong. One of the things that I really loved I actually know Janet, so I'm going to call her Janet. She's a wonderful human being. Is something that I've used in a lot of classes and sort of stolen from Janet. And it has to do with how to create drama. And she is this really, I am not a math person. I think I was asked to leave Algebra 2 and go to the library, but Janet makes this very simple equation where she says that drama equals desire plus danger. And this is what she said. In each of these plots, there is both intense desire and a great danger to the achievement of that desire. Generally speaking, this shape holds good for all plots. It can be called 3D. Drama equals desire plus danger. One common fault of talented young writers is to create a main character who is essentially passive. This is an understandable fault. As a writer, you're an observer of human nature and activity, and so you identify easily with a character who observes, reflects, and suffers. So she goes on to say that this character's passivity transmits itself to the page, and the story becomes passive. I love how simply she explains this idea, because it is difficult to understand, but also that it's doable, that you can have a main character who wants something very much, so that's your desire. Then the danger is they're not going to get it, and out of that comes the drama. And I also like the fact that she talks about how younger writers tend to not want their characters to want so much. I can completely relate to that. That was actually something that I tended to do when I first started writing. I read a lot of books about disaffected characters, Joyce Carol Oates, women in depressing situations, and I misunderstood the fact that they weren't passive. They were active but depressed. there's a difference between those two. In any case, this book is full of those kinds of insights and secrets, and I really appreciated her willingness to share those ideas. It's helped me, and I know it's helped a lot of my students. So, if you have any questions, or you're struggling with an idea or a moment in a novel or a memoir or a short story or an essay, or if you're about to write a college admission essay and would like some help, please come see me at my website, mmwriting.com, and you can send me an email and maybe I can help. Have a great day.